Good morning. Welcome to Mornings with Michael for informational and educational purposes only. We got a little bit of shock to the system today as yields have risen on the strong hiring news and a downgrade in the U.S. Debt. So our government just keeps spending and spending, and at some time it starts to affect us all. So let's get to some of the extraordinary earnings. Starbucks beat Q3 EPS $1 versus estimate 95. Caesars Entertainment, CZR, Q2 EPS 426 and revenues of 2.9 billion. Camping Worldwide, CWH, Q2 EPS 73 cents versus estimate 78. Elf Beauty, been a leader for a long time, continues to outshine here out of Oakland, California. ELF, Q1 EPS $1.10 versus estimate of 56 cents, and it jumped quite a bit today. Freshworks, FRSH, Q2 EPS 7 cents versus estimate of 2 cents, is jumping as well. Devon Energy, EPS $1.18 versus estimate $1.17. On to Pioneer Natural Resources, PXD, Q2 EPS 449 versus estimate of 417. On to financials, Aflac, Q2 EPS $1.58 versus estimate of $1.43. AIG, Q2 EPS $1.75 versus estimate $1.59. Home Street Bank, HMST, is said to explore options including sale, Bloomberg reports. Prudential missed their earnings, $2.94 versus estimate $3.01. Unum beats $2.06 versus $1.86 estimate in Q2. UNM, Voya Financials, Q2 EPS $2.21 versus estimate of $2.01 on to healthcare. BGNE enters a settlement and termination agreement with Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY, and Celgene to mutually dismiss arbitration concerning Abraxane. Exact Sciences, EXAS, Q2 EPS negative 45 cents versus negative 51 cents. Inspire Medical, the sleep apnea device maker, Q2 EPS 41-cent loss and revenues of 151.1 million. Penumbra, Q2 adjusted EPS 43 cents and revenues of 261.499 million versus estimate of 253.2 million. Procept Biorobotics, PRCT, 4.422 shares, spot secondary priced at $33.90. And Vertex Pharmaceuticals, Q2 adjusted EPS $3.89 versus $3.88. Industrials and Materials, Flowserve FLS, Q2 EPS 52 cents on revenues of 1.08 billion versus estimate of 979.6 million. Generac, GNRC, Q2 EPS $1.08 misses $1.15 estimate on revenues of 1 billion versus 977.15 million. Terex, Q2 EPS $2.35 versus estimate of $1.66. Virgin Galactic, 46-cent loss versus estimate of 41-cent loss. On to Technology, Media, and Telecom, Advanced Micro Devices, Q2 adjusted EPS 58 cents versus 57 cents, thrilled the street. Match.com, MTCH shares rose after a quarter two beat and sees quarter three revenue at 875 to 885 million, above its previous consensus. MicroStrategy, MSTR, held 152,800 Bitcoins acquired for a total cost of 4.53 billion, or $29,672 per Bitcoin. Their quarter two EPS was $1.52 on revenues of 120.4 million versus 124.7 million. They filed to sell up to 750 million in stock. Pinterest, PINS, quarter two adjusted EPS 21 cents versus 12 cents. And finally, PTC, ticker symbol PTC, 5.831 share spot secondary offering priced at 141.75. And that's our news for today. Let's take a look at our screens. A lot of things are falling. Get our bitmap up here. Our sea of red from yesterday is only redder. Looks like industrials and healthcare are rising. Anything in tech is down big time as the yields squash the high multiple stocks. So there we got our look there. Healthcare and some of consumer defensive are up. Let's go to our stock screens. This is one that is up slightly, was up slightly earlier, is pulling back. Look at the dollar. Dollar continues its strong move. So this is going to put pressure on silver, which is gapping, has pulled back pretty strong to the 50-day moving average. Gold continues its slide. A little bit of a pullback in copper as well. All of our copper stocks are pulling back. Take a look at XME. Yeah, we got a strong pullback in the metals ETF. Too many letters here. You can see we got a strong, we got the highest mark yet on, I guess, way back here on 2022. It was a previous high of 4.33%, but it is moved past the 4.09 that we were discussing earlier. It's 4.11. And this is going to put some pressure on stocks, definitely. And we got a gap up in the 20-year as well. Look at that huge gap there. 3.33. Let's look at the VIX, should be rising. VIX gaps up in a strong move. It's right on its high right now, up to 16. So it was pretty low here when it got down to 1274. This gap will fill eventually. So we saw that this gap filled over here. We just don't know when. S&P 500 gapping down to its 20-day moving average. And the NASDAQ gapping down as well, just below its 20-day moving average. Down, it's getting close to 2%. Our small caps holding up a little better. And Dow Jones holding up the best. Take a look at our industrial index. Some of industrial stocks seem to be moving. Trane Technologies up nearly 4% on earnings increase of 24%. We'll go back to there. So financials are pulling back. We saw Google and Meta were pulling back strongly. They're going to pull back to 10-day moving average. Looks like it's bouncing a little bit, which is a positive sign there. Biotech, interesting, continues to drop. XLK, strong pullback to gap down and pulling back to its 20-day moving average. Just hope that we've got light volume here. SMH got a strong pullback, gap down, and pull back to its 20-day moving average. Jets continues its pullback. All the airlines out of the office pulling back as well. Here's a healthcare. You can see it's bouncing off of a 20-day moving average. It seems like a healthcare moves up when technology-related companies pull back. Building materials is pulling back. Home builders, I would have thought a stronger pullback on the big jump in yield, but it's just pulling back slightly to its 10-day moving average. And that's a look at, we can take a look at our transports. It's pulling back pretty strong as well. So what do we got moving positive? We looked at Trane Technologies. Caterpillar continues its strong move from yesterday in our industrial section. We looked at Fresh in the news, gapping up. Not a good sign that it's on the lower end, but it is up 17%. Developed SaaS customer engagement platform, improving business engagement. Terex in construction, up 2.5%. Flowserve up pretty strong, almost 3%. Their earnings came in at 73% 2 days ago, and just a day ago, and this was 29% earnings surprise, and so that is jumping today. Oshkosh, specialty fire, emergency, military trucks, continues its strong move from yesterday on 449% earnings increase, 160% earnings surprise. We got 120% earnings increase for Extreme Networks, up it's a 27% earnings surprise. Looks like it's breaking out of this little consolidation here. We had huge volume yesterday. We had tried to get up there, closed on the top of its range, which is positive, and we got strong volume again here today. It's up a little over 6%. With Budweiser's problem, it looks like Molson Coors is bouncing here, bounced off its 50-day moving average. Their earnings increased 50%. Wow, look at that. 589% earnings surprise. Let's see what else we got here that is moving. We got Powell Industries. Look at that move, up 41% when the market is down. Earnings came in at 999%. Earnings increased $1.52 versus 13 cents, 130% earnings surprise. A lot of money moving into here. Vertiv Holdings gapping up 360% earnings increase. Look at the volume yesterday, was pretty strong. And look at that gap up, 26% earnings increase. We looked at Fresh, got Clear Secure. I believe this is what is at the airport, up 14%, earnings up 144%. Even though it was a negative surprise, it is moving up today. And take a look at Elf Beauty. Gapping up a little over 14%. Earnings came in at 182%, a 460% earnings surprise. Cartalytics, which has been sold off very strong. At one point, this was $100 stock. It has just cascaded down. Must have a bottoming base over here. Tried to come up, pulled back a little bit, and now it's gapping up. Earnings surprise of 32%. Penske Automotive Group up nearly 8% on huge volume. Earnings came in at negative 11%. This is earnings surprise of 5.6. And finally, Vita Coco, who you'll find at Costco, is helping their sales up 999%, 675% earnings surprise. So that's what we got going on the plus side. See what we got where money is moving out of today. Tars down 5.6%. Taurus Pharmaceuticals. Solar Edge continues to drop. It's down about 20% here. Structure Therapy down 11.26%. Ambient Networks is down 37%. And look at that volume. Their earnings came in at a negative 83%. Driven Brands down 46%. Their earnings must have just come out, but it is not currently showing. But that's a huge volume. And what a terrible day you have if you have this stock. American Superconductor, I believe it was up big. Yes, it was up big yesterday. Now it's filling the gap this morning, down 28%. Penumbra pulled back to its 200-day moving average, down about 10%. These are some of the items that were in the news. Generac Holdings pulling back to its 200-day, down 24%. In Camping World, look at that knife slicing down through the 50-day moving average, down 13.5%. And Paycom down 19%. We're not thrilled with 29% earnings. There was a negative earnings surprise of 31%. And that's our report for today. Hope everybody has a great day. And we'll just hope that this yield can come back down now. So we can continue our recovery from the long bear market. But we'll see. We'll keep you abreast. Everybody go out there and go after your goals and your activities, and you'll be surprised where you get. If you have any questions about your financial goals, we'll be here for you. Mornings with Michael is brought to you for informational and educational purposes only.